Up at home this year, because maybe we'd say something like this. Of course, you have to consider the weather, too. Can't believe how it opened up for this.
Somebody smile on the parade. Terry, thank you for being with us. Terry Jones of the Edmonton Sun. And the last we heard, the parade moving down Jasper Avenue, eastbound towards 103rd Street. Should be here at the City Hall area in perhaps another 15 minutes. The first unit's arriving. And right now, let's go and see what Judy Phantom's up to. Judy?
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Well, my executive producer has forced me to remove my Flames T-shirt. What do you think of that? She no sense of humor?
Oh, I'm not so sure.
Now, you guys tell me that you're actually groupies. How long have you been following the Oilers?
Oh, since 1984 years.
How long have you been waiting here today?
11:30.
11:30 this morning?
Yeah. 11:30 a.m.
That's dedication.
Time.
What are you going to do after this is all over with?
I'll probably go party somewhere. It'll be wild. Just have a real good time.
Keep on partying then. Thanks very much. Back to you, John.
All right, Judy. Well, everyone having a good time in downtown Edmonton this afternoon. We're still awaiting the Oiler parade, but we understand the advanced vehicle is now moving within our telecast location. And it's not quite the Stanley Cup, but it looks very much like it, a replica of the Stanley Cup. And obviously, Bill, those two gentlemen put it together.
They look like they really cooked up a storm there, John. Listen to that crowd. Where is Dave Hodge when you need him? Are Oiler fans noisy or not?
Well, it has been an exciting afternoon, but it will only be heightened by the arrival of the Edmonton Oilers, and they are within distance now, approaching distance of City Hall right now. The advanced vehicle, there has been tremendous support for these Edmonton Oilers throughout these playoffs. It's been a busy hockey season for them. It took 99 games to win the Stanley Cup, and I think that's a rather fitting number when you consider all of what the Edmonton Oilers went through this 1983-84 hockey season. Bedlam has broken loose down here at City Hall. In the background, you can possibly hear the Oiler theme song. That's the song they play as the Oilers skate onto the ice every night at the Coliseum, and the fans are certainly enjoying that. There is a mass of humanity on 99th Street. I'll tell you what, we've got a party going here, and Newsday at the Oiler Parade will continue after this.
Why do you think Hunter's Trailer in Marine North Battleford is the largest dealer in Canada? Shouldn't you see Hunter's before you buy?
On our next Fifth Estate, highlights from our current season.
We'll look at crime and punishment, as well as some crimes that went conspicuously unpunished.
We'll explain why the Ocean Ranger sank, and we'll meet Dutch men and women searching for their Canadian fathers.
And we'll look again at a Cold War story about drug tests in a Montreal hospital. For those and other stories, please join us.
The Fifth Estate, Wednesday at 8:30 in Newfoundland on CBC.
The Edmonton Transit buses contain the office staff of the Edmonton Oilers, and right behind we expect the Oiler team. It's a massive celebration and a great time on a sunny afternoon in Edmonton. It's rained for about 4 days since this hockey season ended, but the sun came out for an Oiler parade, rather fitting in that area as well. Bill, have you ever seen this kind of enthusiasm? I'm really enjoying it.
I haven't, John. I remember 1978 as being a real celebration in Edmonton, and I was so proud of the people. But I have never seen the enthusiasm that this crowd is showing today. I don't know if we'll be able to hear anything by the time the team arrives, John. They'll just overwhelm us.
You know, talking to a few Oilers last night and in the past couple of days since they've won the Stanley Cup, winning a trophy like that is such a tremendous thrill, particularly when you do it for the first time. The Oilers have celebrated like they've watched the Montreal Canadiens and the New York Islanders and other great teams of the past celebrate. They've watched the champagne being poured in the dressing room, and they have looked forward to this parade. Talking to Wayne Gretzky yesterday, he said he could hardly wait for the parade. And I think back to years when the Toronto Maple Leafs won a Stanley Cup and when the Montreal Canadiens had those great ticker tape parades in the city of Montreal. Boy, it was thrilling even just to watch it on television. The Edmonton Oilers, of course, a hockey team that has grown up in small and large cities right across Canada, have had their idols through the years. When you look at how young this hockey club really is, not too long ago that the Edmonton Oilers, Wayne Gretzky, Paul Coffey, and all of them were watching as fans on television, minor hockey league players, and now they get a chance to be in a Stanley Cup parade. And a city like this one really does itself proud coming out and doing a job like this.
John, there are a couple of young ladies right across from us with a banner that says, "We're proud," and I think that's the story of the fans here today, of the whole city of Edmonton. They're so proud of this Oilers team, and they're really out to let them know just how they feel about them. It's a real love-in.
In front of our telecast location, Craig McLeod is taking pictures right now of some of the Oiler office staff as they come in. And here come a few more. These are people who have supported the Edmonton Oilers every day in the office, and they've had a pretty good time in the celebration, too. There's Bill Twilly.
John, the kind of support this office staff, the kind of welcome the office staff is getting, it's just going to be one tremendous explosion when the players themselves come up the walk here in a couple of minutes.
There's Kevin Lowe's sister. Just dissolved out of our screen. We met her the other night. She's been having a great time. Interesting story on the Lowe family. Kevin was the Oilers' first draft pick and moved out to Edmonton somewhere in 1979. Later on, his sister and brother-in-law were transferred to this city. And right after that, another brother joined Kevin as the trainer of the Edmonton Eskimos. So most of the Lowe family is living in Edmonton now. And Kevin's mother has been out for the Stanley Cup celebration. She hasn't missed a game, and she has really had a great time in Edmonton. Well, everybody's having a great time today.
John, we've run out of grass to stand on in Churchill Square, and people are sitting on the top of the buildings around Churchill Square now in an effort to get a look at the parade. We can see them sitting up on the rooftop up about 12 stories right across from us, and I hope they're hanging on tight.
The Oiler Victory Parade. It's quite a scene. 99th Street, that's where the Oiler Parade will head north on 99th toward the City Hall. Now, we've had the advance party, a police escort. I didn't see the transit bike band, Bill, but they were supposed to be at the head of this parade. The Oiler buses have brought the family members and office staff here, and Peter Watts is lost somewhere in the crowd.
All right, John, thank you so much. One of the very special people that works for the Edmonton Oilers and has for a long time joins me. Elaine L., the Assistant Public Relations Director. Just before.
Oh, it's great, isn't it? It's top of the world.
How is the crowd down Jasper Avenue?
Oh, it's tremendous. The biggest I've ever seen.
Must be nice for you. You've been with this organization now about 8 years.
Nice.
All right, Elaine. Good for you. Congrats. Enjoy the party. John, back to you.
Well, I don't think you can miss enjoying the party. Here comes the transit. No, well, anyway, it's a pipe band out in the middle of all that mayhem. There's the transit pipe band sneak by us somehow. We didn't even catch them. It's the Edmonton Scottish Society pipe band, and it's a mass pipe band with the Edmonton Caledonian pipe band. I doubt very much if you can hear a note they're playing on those bagpipes.